Okay, so I don't usually make videos like this, but the situation is so funny to me, I just feel the need to. So I'm not gonna go through the whole backstory of why I'm arguing, but I'll go through it briefly. So I found this guy's YouTube channel one day, and in every video title he was saying he's better than Highs, and I found that funny because I went through all of his videos, and the main thing he clips is death charges. That's like 99% of his clips. So after I realized he's not better than Highs, I called him out on it. I basically said, your clips are not good, and you don't do anything impressive. 99% of your clips are death charges, etc. And keep in mind though, I was trying to be respectful because I don't know who this guy is, and I'm not trying to be toxic or rude. So I'm being respectful. But I guess he just took it the wrong way and got pissy about it. And so then we kind of just went back and forth for like 2 days. And then finally he responded to me saying that I'm just being annoying and he's gonna drop it. And I said, alright, sure. So then yesterday, when I was sitting on YouTube just watching videos, I get a notification from Veteran. And it's him responding to my last comment I left, which was over 2 weeks ago, keep that in mind. And it was him responding with a video of him using text-to-speech to insult me and showing off his skills, so he says. And those skills are cutting smoker tongues and more death charges, which, again, isn't impressive. Now, I know in my original comment I said that was impressive, but I was referring to his skill level. To him, that might be impressive. To me, like, to almost the whole community, Left 4 Dead community, that's, like, basic stuff anyone should be able to do. So then we just went back and forth in the comments on that video. But what I just find funny about that video is he claims that he's not insecure about his voice, but yet he used text-to-speech to insult me. If you're not insecure about your voice, man, just man up and use your voice in the video. Or join VC and we can call. It's not that hard. And then when I was editing my last video, I got a notification on Discord. So one of his friends, I'm assuming, joined the server, had the same profile as me, name, bio, everything. He was trying to be me. And he said I was ducking, which confused me because I don't know who this is. I've never spoken to him. And just so it's not confusing, I'm going to be putting or circling his profile in red so you can tell who's who. So then he starts DMing me saying to prove that Veteran is HK. Now, if you don't know who HK is, it's another Left 4 Dead pussy that's too scared to VC. But I don't know if Veteran is HK. He had his name as HK in one of his videos. That's just what I'm going off of. Okay, so then he says that they don't fuck with me, but it's funny because, again, they responded to me 2 weeks later. And he says he's gonna drop a reaction video to my shitty-ass channel. And he's gonna actually watch all my videos. I don't know what he meant by that, but I was just like, okay. And then he's claiming that I watched all of his videos, which I did. I never said that I watched the videos fully, I just said I watched the videos, but he couldn't understand that. And then once I tell him I, like, didn't watch the videos fully, he gets mad and starts trying to insult me with slurs again, which, typical, I guess. Then he says I'm obsessed with his YouTube channel, which, again, just does not make sense because they're still talking about me 2 weeks after the fact. And then here he's talking about cutting tongues is impressive. So here I invited him to my Discord server so we could VC, but he ducks it. And he claims that I want a VC in there so I can have my friends join the call, which didn't really make sense to me because, like, yeah, this whole argument started with your friend talking about Highs being bad. So we can call in there and I can get Highs into the call, you know? But I guess he didn't comprehend that or something. And then he tells me that he's not even Veteran, so why am I even talking to him? Like, is Veteran too scared to talk to me himself? And I asked him, hey, can you just get Vet then? And he says no, he doesn't want to. And then he goes on the, if I saw you IRL, you wouldn't stand a chance against me, which it always makes me laugh when someone threatens me over the internet with that. Like, buddy, we're on Discord. I do not care. What would you do? You're not gonna do shit IRL. Let's be honest. And then he starts saying that VC's scary, sarcastically, and that's just proving my point. He won't join because he's scared. And he's still saying that I'm not going to do anything about it, but like, what do you want me to do? It's Discord. Do you want me to jump through my screen into your room or something? It just doesn't make sense. Then he tells me to get off his channel, and then I responded. Then he responded to me 2 weeks later. Like, I'm in their head so bad. And then he said, come back to his channel and you'll get roasted again. Oh no, don't roast me in YouTube comments. Anything but that. It's so funny. Then he said I have they/them in my bio or profile, but he was also using they/them in his bio. And even after the fact, after he switched his name and profile pic that, he still has they/them in his profile. So that's just self-projecting right there. Then he says I'm ducking, and I'm so confused because, like, what am I ducking? You haven't asked me to do anything. And then he kind of just starts sending weird cringe at this point. He talks about my analog horror video, which, I mean, oh no, you're hating one of my videos. Whatever will I do, man? And then I start clowning on his PC, which honestly I shouldn't be clowning on a slow PC because mine's also pretty slow. I say that it took him a minute to post that video, and I was trying to I was kind of just rage baiting at this point. He says I'm not ever gonna be in the same bracket as him, which is the truth. He will never be in the same bracket. We will never be in the same bracket. I will always be better than him. And then this is when I went full rage bait. I was just like saying whatever came to my mind. And then he says he despises me, which is contradicting because if you despise me, why are you in my DMs? And I'm basically just saying that he wants to be me, and he'll never be me. And that I'm still rage baiting right here, nothing special. and then I just start sending gifs as well. This is like the last screenshot, but then he just kind of started sending me gore, which is not cool, I guess. Weird. Now, this is his Discord account. I'm just gonna give it out because I don't care. So then after this, after I blocked him, I went back to YouTube, and a veteran responded to me saying that I'm goofy because I'm calling a 27-year-old man a kid. After I read that, I didn't even read the rest of the comment because 27? You're 27, insecure about your voice, and you're acting like a kid over YouTube? Like, oh my god. It's so cringe. Like, I don't know what to say to that. Like, literally, that's all I can say. I mean, I hope you do something better in your life than beefing with, like, people over the internet when you're pushing 30 and you're still arguing with people over the internet. Like, get a life, man. But yeah, that's basically everything I just wanted to go through. Again, I felt the need to make this because it's so funny to me how pressed people can get over a 16-year-old game. Like, oh my god, bro. It's not that serious, dude. It's really not. Okay, so yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Now, I know 100% Veteran's gonna be watching this. So all I have to say to you, Veteran, is stop being such a pussy. Grow some balls. We can VC. Stop being insecure about your voice. You're a grown-ass man. Get a life. That's literally all I have to say. But yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of the video, I guess. Again, I just found this funny.